cool to see my fucking actual thing from over there. What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with 420 Gamer TV, bringing you, well, a relationship talk video. And it hasn't been a very long time since I've been one of these. And also, I'm playing Ark. Been playing Ark for a little while. I actually have a new build project that I am currently actually collecting some stuff for. So, if you actually like Ark and everything else, keep an eye out, guys. I'll be doing a build video for this. It's going to be the Long Log Cabin. And it's called a log cabin for a reason, because it's built on a log. But anyways, this relationship talk video is going to be about, the past is the past. Now, this video is going to have multiple meanings to it and multiple parts to it. I can't say parts, but, segments or whatever. But what I mean primarily is the fact that, when it comes down to, your past, such as, between you get cheated on a lot, or, you, pretty much, you've cheated a lot, and, you feel like, you don't deserve to be happy, or, maybe you won't ever be happy because of whatever, reason or cause, or, maybe, there's someone that you're dating currently right now that, you've heard that they've cheated on people in the past. Well, that's, what I'm pretty much be talking about. All those different kind of aspects. Okay. One of them I'm going to be talking about is, like, before they met you. Like, okay, like, porn stars. Like, very rare random shit, but, strippers or whatever. Like, let's say, your spouse, the person that you're dating currently now, used to be one of those people, porn star, cam star, stripper, whatever, one of those kind of people, and, they want to be able to tell you about it, so you have to be able to actually be accepting of it, because, when you get with someone, and you actually love someone, for the fact of the matter is, if you truly love them, you will forgive, and you will forget, and, their past won't bother you. You know what I mean? As long as it's not as long as it's something that's not extremely atrocious, you know what I mean? But I mean, you can get over someone being a cam star, porn star, whatever, stripper, whatever. You can get over that. Easy as hell. It just, depends on you personally. It really does. But hang on. So I'm going to have to get some more fiber here soon. But, like I'm saying, the past is the past. And, our paths are what actually builds, who we are and what we're going to be in the future. And the thing is, we can't let what has happened to us break us. You have to let it, build you up into something better. And at the same time, you have to be able to understand that, the same thing coincides with other people. You know what I mean? So, like, if you actually have a spouse or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, who did some, certain kind of stuff that, kind of seems like, whoa, you did that? Just understand that, maybe at one point in time, they really had no other means, or no other choice, or whatever. But, you just gotta understand that, just the past is the past. And especially when it comes to, like, okay, for one thing, like, if you hear that, a spouse of yours, cheated on someone, but not just on one person, but on multiple people, the thing is, if they did that, that doesn't mean they're going to do to you. Do I suggest that you keep an eye out, and you watch out, and you be careful? Yes. That's always a good and high suggestion to do so. But the thing is, you can't let, what other people say bother you. Also, you can't let what other people say actually kind of like go to heart, because they could just be lying to you. Because maybe the person that you're with is someone they were with or want to be with. You know what I mean? So always remember, don't ruin a good thing because of, like, a certain thought or a certain feeling. You know what I mean? Just don't do that, because that's extremely stupid and immature. But, always remember that, when it comes to certain things that maybe you've done that you'd want to share, you have to understand that if you want your spouse to be accepting of what you've done or anything else, you have to be accepting of what they've done. And in my opinion, um, someone shouldn't have to tell you their past unless they're 100% comfortable in doing so. But at the same time, if they're with you and everything, they should be able to actually share all their, fears, all their, like, wants and everything else with you without fear of, oh crap, are they going to judge the shit out of me? Are they going to be mad at me because, I did this or I did that? And I mean, I'm no longer doing it now. Kind of like thing. It's like you should just, be okay with, how certain people are. Especially if they're a good person. If they're a good person, you shouldn't let their past bug you. Good people are good people. So, always remember, don't let stupid shit bug you. And, I like to say, our past is what helps build is what builds bridges to our future. So, the thing is, as long as you take what's happened to you and it helps strengthen you, because, I mean, I'm a person who's been cheated on a lot. And, I mean, every girlfriend except for, I think, one, technically, has cheated on me. Now, I don't presume every single girl I possibly will date will cheat on me, but do I keep it as a high chance so that, in the end, I won't be hurt because I don't want to deal with, finding out that some woman lied to me and, everything else? No. So I'm gonna keep in mind that, it's a possibility. I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh, every woman cheats, rah, 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 rah. No, fuck that. That's just stupid and immature and just downright not very smart when you think about it, because, like, people are different. And I like to view it as, maybe someday I'll meet the female version of me, someone who wants the exact same thing as me, someone who, wants someone to love them, care about them, and, actually appreciate them. Someone who's, not all about money and shit like that. And, well, you have to be able to be comfortable with yourself and with your past to be able to, go on to a future with someone else. So, being able to share your past with someone is highly important, I believe. I mean, you don't have to sit there and, like, first meeting, tell someone everything about you, no. But once you've actually gotten past that, awkward stage and, you're actually to that point of actually sharing things, yes, it's to that point where you should be telling certain people, certain aspects about yourself so that, they know who they're dealing with. They know who you are and everything else. And, you're going to want the same thing, so you better demand the same thing. There's nothing wrong with demanding anything from someone who's actually with you. Because if they're with you, then, they're with you. There we go. But, you always gotta remember that you should leave the past in the past. Because when you sit there and dwell on, like, the things that your spouse did, and you're sitting there going, like, oh, well, what if they're doing it now, but I just don't know, or what if they're cheating on me now, and I just don't know, or, you're gonna drive yourself insane. Don't do that. Sit there and try to have positive thoughts. Don't sit there and dwell on stuff that, has happened to you in the past, and you're afraid that will happen to you again. Because the thing is, you having that fear of it happening to you again, it just might end up happening to you again because of the fact of the matter is that you're so scared that's going to happen to you again that you make it happen again. So always keep that in mind and remember that, living with fear of, oh no, I'm going to get cheated on, or oh no, I'm going to get left, or oh no, maybe they're just lying to me. No, fuck that. Don't live that way. You will be so miserable. You'll be so unhappy. You're gonna constantly want to have a different life, or you're gonna sit there and oh, I hate my life. You you have to be able to make yourself happy to be able to be happy. So don't sit there and dwell on bad shit. Try to make a good, happy life with the person that you're with, because that's the only honestly thing you can do if you actually want to be happy. If you want to be happy, you have to actually try to be happy. If you want it to work, you actually have to try to make it work. You can't just, sit there and say, "Oh, I want it to work," but then sit there and, always constantly fight and argue with your spouse about the fact of the matter is that, they did this at one point in time in their life. It's like, so what? And like I said before, it could be anything at one point in time before they met you. Like anything that someone did before they met you should not matter. I mean, should you know? Yes, you should know, but at the same time, it should not matter to you on what they did, why they did it, how and why they lived that way. None of your business. But knowing that they lived that way or they did certain things, yes, because it just makes it easier and better for you. Okay, fuck yes. But you have to be able to understand that, it's only right for you to actually understand them from their side. And if you actually can sit there and actually see, need that. I mean, I've known girls who were like at one point in time like cam models and shit, and they stopped doing that kind of thing because they just didn't want to live that lifestyle no more because they wanted to have real relationships. People like that. Porn stars, cam models, cam stars, models, all those like really like people who get all that attention, and most people would think of as like, well, why would anyone want to date someone like that? Well, people want to date anybody. People will date anybody if they actually get the opportunity to date someone, especially, a beautiful, famous person. But the thing is, though, that's where a lot of scammers come out and, try to trick people. So you always have to remember that, don't sit there and assume that who you're talking to is real, but at the same time, don't sit there and assume that they're not. You know what I mean? This is a compost, right? Yeah. I need one of these. Three of those. Fuck it. Okay, so let's see here. There we go. But yeah. So, always remember, guys, that, you shouldn't let someone's past bug you, especially when they're actually trying to better themselves, or if they have actually bettered themselves. Throwing someone's past in their face just makes you look really low, and the fact of the matter is it makes you seem like you're acting like a child, because you are. When you actually sit there and choose to, belittle someone or think low of someone because the fact of the matter is that they once did something or they once lived a certain way, then, there's something wrong. So, always remember, guys, if you figure out or find out, or if your spouse or whatever tells you a certain thing about themselves and it makes you a little uncomfortable because of the fact of the matter, it might be whatever one of the many things that I told you, just understand that, one, they care and love you so much to actually share that thing with you, so don't just outright judge them. So understand and accept that, and try to see it from their point of view. And remember that, who, just try to see them as who they are, that you how you met them, not who they're telling you who they used to be. And if you can do that, then nothing can go wrong. So always remember that, and always keep the past in the past, guys. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I hope everyone has a great day, great night, great evening, all that great shit. You know exactly what I mean. Catch me for the next one. Later, guys.